What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? We can show you right.
Welcome to Full Circle, your source of health, business, and entertainment. And I'm Queen, your host. I want to wish you all once again a happy New Year's. Welcome back to Star Planet TV. My show today, I always say special show. First of all, I want to say we're always talking about the violence that's going on around the world. We never have positive things to talk about. Well, today I want to talk about three positive young men that I have on Full Circle today. Wonderful young men that are so close to my heart. I'm so proud of them. But I also want to get a chance to introduce them before I go any further. Welcome to Antonio.
Hello, how are you?
Hyundai, and Joshua.
Hello.
How are you all today?
Good.
All right, I want to welcome you all to the show, and thank you for taking our time coming before I forget, because I get to run in my mouth and then it's all over with. So let's talk a little bit about you all. All of you all they all just so happen to be into the same thing, even though each one of them have a few different things going on as well, but they all just happen to be into the same thing that really caught my interest. And again, I have did work with some of these young men, and I'm just so proud of the work that they do. You all are into, I want to say, famous artists, or hopefully soon, right? Look at them, they just smile like, yeah, whatever, okay. So first, let me ask you, Antonio, how did you get started drawing?
Well, to be honest, I've been drawing since I was about 4 years old. I have like a really big love for like cartoons, and one day I was actually with my great grandmother, Catherine Vance, and she had put on the Looney Tunes, and it was just amazing to me how they would move and interact with each other. And one day I just tried to draw one of them, and it came out really good. And I showed her, and she was like, "Well, hey, you can draw. You have some talent there." And it just went from there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you started. I'm not going to tell the secret about Antonio just yet, but I thought you started tracing. You sure you didn't start tracing
No,
first?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. And Hyundai, tell me, how did you get started with this amazing, these hands you have? You all are, I'm just so proud of you all.
Honestly, I give it up to God. I don't know where. I was a jock. I thought I was going to play football the rest of my life, honestly. I wanted to go to school, and that's all I saw. But it took 2 knee injuries to sit me down, and from there it just spawned. It was like I was born.
So we have a caller already. However, let's see, we have a caller. I don't use this thing, but hello?
Hi, I'm calling about the show and the young men you have on the show.
Oh, yes, 3 talented young men. May I ask whom I'm speaking with?
Huh?
May I ask whom I'm speaking with?
Oh, you're speaking with Ann.
All right, how are you today, Ann?
I'm fine. I commend the young men that you have on the show. I mean, to be in school, I just commend them. I mean, they're following their dreams, and I want to just tell them to please continue on. And I think that is a great thing, and I'm sure their parents is proud of them.
Yes, we all are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Okay, and thank you for calling in.
Guys, and you keep good work up. I just think you're doing a great job, and you're someone else. Hopefully, some other young children. They're looking at this show, and they'll be able to really look up to you and follow their dreams. And you guys have a great evening. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was a good call. Yeah, very good call. So again, I wanted you to let the viewers know. Actually, I know you said you just what
It happened. I saw my cousin. He was doing graphic design, not graphic design. He was doing work on like T-shirts, hoodies, and clothing, like with fabric paint. And I saw him work on it. And it took me to see him probably like 2 or 3 times, and then from there, I started. Matter of fact, Looney Tunes was some of the first ones I did on the hoodie. But from there, it just everything else spawned. I started taking classes. I finally found paper. It took me about a year and a half to find paper. But from that point on, I mean, it's just been like walking.
All right. And what about you, Josh?
My case is a little weird. It started off in around 3rd grade. I just had a lot of trouble focusing in class. So a lot of times I eventually just started doodling in my notebooks, like next to my notes or something. And I've noticed that I paid attention a lot more, even though I was looking at the drawing most of the time. But it pretty much just stand out from there, and then I ended up going to high school for it and so on.
Okay. All right. Well, again, I want to thank you all for really taking our time. I want to say in you all's busy schedule. So let me ask you, Tony, what type of drawings, what type of art? Am I saying, you might have to correct me with the terms.
Oh no, you said it right, yeah.
Okay, so what type of art are you into? How does that?
Well, when I was younger, and I was going into like middle school and high school, I was really into like Western art, like as far as like cartoons and like anime, like Japanese art.
Okay.
But now after going to an art school and being taught like the fundamentals, I'm more into like the classical type works like Picasso, Michelangelo. Like my favorite artist right now is Salvador Dali, and he's like a really good like acrylic and oil painting artist. So I think like me going to that art school for those couple of years, it really molded how I think about art, because at first it was just something I would do as a hobby, but now it's something I really want to get into. So I would have to say classical art.
Okay, so tell me, I was looking, I wanted to actually show a couple of your pictures. Now let's talk a little bit, and I'm hoping that the camera people can kind of get close up. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about this. Okay. What type of painting is this?
Well, it doesn't have like a necessary origin. It was just something that I wanted to do because, like I said, like I'm getting more into like the classical like paintings, and like I just wanted to do something like oil paints, like an oil paint, but I didn't want to like spend the arm and the leg to buy the oil paints. So I was realizing like not too long ago that I could do most of like paintings digitally now. Like technology has gotten so advanced that you can like really paint on a computer now. So that was like really my first try at seeing if it actually works or not.
Okay, but my question is, it's a picture of a
young
naked
lady, yes.
Yeah.
She's naked.
Yeah, she's naked. Don't get smart, young man. But what I'm saying is, what message? I guess is what I'm saying. You're trying to send out.
Okay, well, there was a bit of a thought process going into it. At first, I mean, she was still going to be naked regardless, but it was supposed to be more of like a queen on her throne.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't really have time to like finish the crown and like really put the details into the throne because it was due for an art show. Okay. So that's how
it was in an art show. Then.
Yeah, and that's how
nice.
It came out. After I realized I didn't have much time to like finish it. But as far as a message, I guess there really isn't much of a message. I just know I wanted to just do something that would just push my limits as far as art goes, because I never did something in that type of scale before.
Yeah, well, this is get another shot of this. This is really nice. I like this. It's different. I told you I have some very creative young men here on Full Circle. Let me see what else you have, because I want to try to show everybody's stuff today. Yeah. Okay. Now hold that up. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Now, tell me what.
Well, this one actually has a brief history to it. This was actually done for.
Hold it up so she can zoom in. I want them to zoom in on that a little bit, because it's very interesting. I'm gonna tell you, when I see it, it looks like just somebody standing in the dark.
and that's pretty much all it is. This was done for class when I was going to the American Academy of Art. And basically what happened was we had a live male model, and what my teacher did was she just cut off all the lights, and we can only draw the shadow of the figure. We couldn't draw the whole figure.
Oh.
So this is really all just his shadow.
Okay.
And this was like around the time where...
So was this person naked?
No, he had on underwear.
Oh.
But, yeah, he was half naked. He had on underwear.
I mean, you know how you see stuff on TV and you see artists actually, somebody posing naked or posing.
That's pretty much how it was, yeah.
Yeah, but when you see stuff on TV, you don't think that type of stuff is real. So I told y'all I had some very creative young men up here. So tell me about the other picture, because that one is a very interesting one too.
Let me see if I can grab that one. This one.
Now let me tell you what I see. Turn it around. Look at me. Okay. Looks like it's somebody sitting at the kitchen table having a cup of coffee, thinking very hard.
Well, he wasn't in the kitchen, but all of this was like, because this was also a live model, and this whole setting was actually there. And this one actually took me a while to do, because around this time, when this assignment was due, I definitely didn't have any type of knowledge of proportion. So that's why his head is kind of like, it's kind of big. But
what you mean by proportion?
Like,
see, he started using them terms. Y'all don't go too far with the terms on me now.
Okay, this will be the only one I.
No, it's cool, because I'm learning as I go.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Well, proportion really means is like how big the head is to the body, and like really, well, how I was taught, like every person, like they're like a head, like they count how many inches they are through heads. So like how big his head is, and then that's how tall the person would be on the actual picture.
Okay.
And and at that time I didn't really know that much about measurements, because I'm not really that good at math. So and it's ironic because art is pretty math based.
Oh wow.
which is pretty funny. But
new to me.
I'm telling you, it looks good. I mean, it's different.
Well, going to that school, it just made me more like critical of my work. Cause they were real strict, and Josh said, because that's where I met Josh, and they were like pretty strict about how art came from out of their school. They had a reputation to uphold, so they.
So Josh, you had to do some stuff like this as well?
Yes, I did.
So what do you have? Let's see what you have, because this here that Tony has is very unique and different. And I noticed that I had an opportunity to actually look at some of you all's work, and each one of you kind of do stuff different. That's why I was asking you what type of art are you into. Now, what type of art are you into?
Something in the field of maybe hyperrealism.
He went all the way up there. he went all the way up there on me. Okay.
There's nothing too advanced. It's just I specialize in pen art, and I try to capture the character's likeness as much as possible. So
pen art.
Yeah, ballpoint pen.
Oh. Okay. So let's see what this looks kind of scary here. now, explain this one.
It's a Pokemon. It's a video game series that, yeah.
Oh,
And that's one of the characters in there.
a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So is this in a video game? This face?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look as detailed as it is in the sketchbook, but it's in the game.
And you did this with a pen?
Yes.
Oh, wow. This is nice. This is really, really nice. Okay,
Gotta
let's go
appreciate
to the
the
next
shade.
one. It's very detailed. Let me. Can you get? Yeah, show me
But you got a lot.
the next one too. I want to go to the next.
It's a love hate thing.
All right. This one. Let's get
No.
that one.
You got some better art than that, man.
Okay, yeah, let's get that one.
Top notch. That's
That one.
clean right there.
That one.
That's clean. She's speaking to me.
Now that's nice.
This one here is some portraiture that I did, and pretty much the same concept. I just grabbed a picture off Google for the most part and tried to mimic it as much as I could.
So you took a picture of some. Is this someone you know or
Oh no,
just?
there's nobody I know. It was just, I was browsing through a lot of pictures online and found something I liked.
Did you get close?
A little close.
Yeah, he got close. I seen the actual picture, and it looks just like that.
It looks good though. I mean, it really, really looks good. So let me ask you, can you sit? Because now I know that Tony. I don't even know if Tony. He's never tried to sketch me, which would be nice. I'm giving the secret away, right? However, I see you. I'm gonna get you in a minute. However, can you look at somebody and draw 'em?
I can, but in certain cases, like a lot of people move around a lot, and that would just throw me all the way off if you're not sitting completely still. So
So you really do have to be totally still. And are you serious? And how long would that take? How long you have to sit?
It really just depends on how long it takes him to draw it.
yeah.
No.
And then imagine doing that for a class of like 15 and 20 people. Because that's how it was when I did these. And he was sitting there for maybe 2 class periods.
Naked. I'm still stuck on that part. Okay, show me another. I want to see what else you have. You all are too much. Now I noticed the pen. So when you go into pens, you use the color pens too. We're talking about writing pens, right? This is what this is with.
Yes.
Okay. Show me something else.
Here's another one.
This one looks scary too.
Yeah, he's a bit on the hideous side. He's a character from the popular game Street Fighter. His name is Akuma, and he's like one of the main villains in there. And it's pretty much the same as everything else, but in this case I used pen and marker. And
So let me ask you, because I'm noticing that it's obvious you like video games. Okay. So now, have you actually came up with a character of your own?
yes, but it's not in the sketchbook. I would say that. Most of the video game like character concepts that I've done before, they were either done like on the computer, like how Tony's digital painting was done, or I usually do those straight on the computer.
Okay. Now again, to all my viewers, we have some very creative young men on Full Circle today, and I am just so excited to show as much as they work as possible today and find out what they're actually into and all the good stuff. But now I want to get to you, my brother, and he's sitting back and he's cool. First, before we get into your art, because your name is art within itself.
You're right.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your name. Keep your stuff up there, but tell me about your name.
Well, let's see. My name, to begin with, my name is Allende Bayo Hamilton, and the first two names. Allende Bayo means we gave praise and he came and joy is found. So I don't really know how I could say it. I know where it's from though, but my mom she got it out of a book, and it originates from Yoruba. It's a small country in Nigeria. And like it does hold power actually, because like I've noticed like throughout my whole life up until now, like I can't really identify with most people. You know what I'm saying? Because of the name, it kind of creates a disconnect. So for me, I've always been the thumb amongst the fingers.
And artistic.
Yes, definitely artistic. Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up. Your name is very different and unique, and it's art within itself. So I just wanted to come up with that. Let me see what some of your work, because your work is different as well. I'm very happy to say how talented I'm able to sit next to these three talented young men, and I hope you all don't forget the Queen once you all really shoot all the way up. You get up there and say, Queen, who is that? I don't know her.
We'll have to come back and do a show.
Yeah, you're going to definitely have to come back. So let's talk a little bit about some of your work, because yours is unique too.
Well, this piece here, this actually originated, all I was going to do was just draw just a basic throne and a crown, you know, basic 5-point crown. But like most things that I draw, they normally materialize. They go from just being something simple, and then it becomes more intricate and a little bit more intricate, and then I finish it off with some shade. But this took, I'd say, probably about in excess of 3 days.
Okay, so you started
three actual
off
days. I started out with the basis, just drawing. I use a ruler and a compass to do like the circles, but I make sure everything is lined up and like real proportionate in my art.
Okay, so I'm seeing, is these snakes?
Yes, they are. The snakes, the piece itself is called 36/9, focused, and that within me, how can I put it? According to numerology. According to numerology, like it's a study of numbers and how they correlate with the person. Mine, that's what I came out as, and in that I found it to where I drew the 9 snakes in there as well, and all of them represent focus, the protection of the king, and a few other good attributes or whatever that definitely it spoke to me more so than anything else. But like I just pieced it together. That's all.
So it started off a crown, then it went to some snakes.
No, it started off the throne, and then it went to the went to the snakes, and I finished off the bottom piece.
Wait a minute. So hold on now, you're moving too fast. So wait a minute, you finished it off with what? Because what is this?
These two right here are lions.
Okay, I thought I was seeing that, but I just was making sure that. So for you to just you just went all out.
Yes.
You didn't have to study what you just started doing some stuff.
I took one class at a community college that I went to, and it taught me about shading, light, proportion, like viewing things from like different angles, and just took that and ran with it.
Okay, so is this did with pencil?
Yes, this is pencil.
Okay.
Pencil and a naked eye, that's all.
Okay, all right, very interesting. Let's see what you have. You know, you all have very creative minds, and you going so far with it. I'm just like.
This one here, I actually plan on using this. This piece is called Organic Resurrection, And it stemmed, and it actually stemmed from just a vision. I was sitting back one day and I was talking to one of my friends, and I had the idea of just like, you know, your basic seed, garden variety seed, and it comes through the ground, and as it's coming through, I saw the animation, and then it basically gave birth to like, you know, just a regular bag, like a duffel bag. And then I viewed it as kind of like a commercial already, but I ended up drawing it, and it turned into more than what I initially anticipated. But just sitting with my art, music, art, that's all I do.
And how long did it take you?
With this, I think this was maybe like 2 days. I like to let it sit and marinate. Like I go so far and then I stop.
Go back.
I look at it a little while. I might, you know, rest on it, wake up the next day, and I know what I'm getting ready to do next. Everything just comes. It normally does come in my sleep.
Okay. Let me check out another one, because my next question to you all. I mean, you all are so creative and intelligent when it comes to this art.
This one.
Wow.
This one was today's. I actually just drew this afternoon. I was inspired by the 90-degree angle that is in this, and I wanted to keep it, you know, pretty simple. I did the stars, the Saturn, and then I just threw a moon in there.
Let's see.
I threw a moon in there, you know, just for the sake of it, because I actually like symmetry. But everything is held within a 90-degree angle, and within the 90-degree angle, I actually noticed that I measured everything out. The two lines here are 7 inches, and then I ran the ruler across just to see where it actually lined up, and then it once again the numbers. They landed at 9 and 27, and we know when you add 7 and 2 you get 9, so that's 9 there, 9 there, and then I did the square. How did I do that? I did that at 3 inches, so then I took that off 4 sides. I got 9, and then I just added them to 18. 1 plus 8, that's 9. So now you got 3 9s. It's reoccurring. I don't know how I do it, but normally when I draw, like I get some type of I get some type of trilogy of numbers.
Okay, so you say you did that today. So what was you thinking about? Was you just sitting in the house looking at the moon? What happened?
No, I was.
I just wonder what sparks you all to just get.
It was inspired, like I said, the 90-degree angle actually it spoke a little bit more because I actually have one on my face. I have a mole on this side of my nose, one underneath my eye, and one right here. And when I saw it one day, and something just hit me.
Okay.
And then it spawned from there. Like normally, all I need to do is have like one idea, and then it spreads.
Oh, okay. So now, I noticed that you do pen, and is it something that you want to stick with, or?
Well, the main reason I started using pen is because I'm left-handed, and whenever I used to use pencil, my hand would just smudge all the pencil on the page. So I started picking up pen, and then the ink.
The way you guys think, it's just so amazing. Okay. Go ahead.
So yeah, once I picked up pen, it's like the ink just dries up on the page, and I'm not dealing with any smudging. So yeah, that's something I like to stick.
So you draw with a pen, so it don't.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. and why do you choose to kind of? Because I'm noticing a lot of your sketches are with pencil and what you call it. What else did you call it? You said pencil.
No, it was just I used my eye, the naked eye. That's all. I try to keep everything in line, the proportion. I learned how to turn my art different ways to see, you know, if you could be drawing a circle, you know, and you feel like you just got it right, and you turn it.
But no, I'm asking, do you just draw with pencil though?
At the present moment, and that's really all that I have right now. I'm trying to, you know, bridge the gap in between, you know, just basic artwork with, you know, pens and getting into the computer system.
Okay.
And the programs and within that. So, but right now, this is my this is one of my bread and butters.
Yeah, and I can see you being a winner with it. Yes. Definitely, you all. Now, Tony, I noticed that you have, like you said, you did this. Is this oil-based, you said?
No, I did that on the computer.
Oh, okay. He said, no, I did that. Okay, so tell me, because I heard you talking about the computer, and I see that the man that's in the dark,
yeah.
that's did with chalk.
White charcoal pencil.
Okay. And then the other one is did with pencil.
Yeah. No. Actually, this was done with Vine charcoal.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you prefer working with?
I actually prefer working digitally now, just for 2 reasons. One is because like most like companies, you know, that really want artists, that's what they're pushing for. They want people to know how to use, you know, Photoshop, Illustrator, you know, those design programs. That's one reason why I work digitally. And 2 is because it's actually cheaper to do that than to go to the art store and buy
But isn't that
paint.
type of digital, isn't that expensive? I mean, because I've seen you on there, but...
It's expensive, but when you know people that know people, it's not expensive.
Okay. Well, it's good. It's good that you know people that know people, like you know Queen. That's how you ended up on Full Circle, right? Okay. So now, Allende. He gonna say, Queen, I'm gonna get you later. You don't only sketch, draw.
No, I don't.
You have some other things going on. Let's talk about some stuff that I saw that really caught my eye. Say, he on a sewing machine. What's happening?
How can I put this? I like to travel, and in my travels, I've come across. What's there?
Oh, that was the mic.
Okay, keep talking.
I see different people and like their luggage. I pay attention to their bags and different things. So when I've seen, you know, like some things, you know, were pretty cool, but you know, for the most part, everything was bland. It was boring. So like, and that's how I did. Like I come to school, different book bag. I had duffel bags, little messenger bags. And like,
so you just started.
I switched up my style, like I had to, because I started seeing how everybody started looking. Everybody come to school with the little Nike book bag, and I was like, yeah, that's sweet. So I decided I wanted to come up with my own, and I actually just got the piece of leather that I was talking about. It's a nice brown kind of milk chocolate leather, and it's soft, so I'm gonna be able to work with it. But I want to say like this Saturday, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up and sew everything up, and I should be done finally.
Well, we're gonna definitely have to have you come back on as well with the duffel bags, because that was another thing that I thought was very interesting when I seen you actually working with it with your hands. Now, when did you start working with a sewing machine? You don't. I mean, you see it a lot, but not in our community. So I was just amazed about that.
When I was a child, I actually just learned the story behind it. My mother, she was sewing while I was in her stomach, and she'd make a lot of different things. So I can't really say exactly when. I know I had the thought. I said I was going to do it. I ended up doing it. So I'm in the process of finishing. I'm about 80 to 85% done. And this was one of the pieces that came out of, you know, working with, you know, the sewing machine. I actually sewed these 2 pieces of fabric to the side, and I made this like a little shawl, a little sash. I normally wear it out the back of my pocket. But
so is it what is it? I mean, it's
dress fabric, all in all, through and through. And I stitched it with a sewing machine.
Be different. Like he said, yeah, I'm cool.
It's like when your aura speak, like it's hard to silence it. Like if you silence it, you might as well die. That's how I feel.
So if you walking down the street, and because you know, again, I started off with this. We always talking about so much what's going on, and like I said, you all are such positive young men. But my question is, because you got all the gang stuff going on, and I'm a little bit past that now. I used to be in it, you know, in the gang, know what's happening. But if you had this in your back pocket and you walking down the street, how would somebody?
I mean, I haven't had anybody step to me, honestly. But in the same case with it, it's like, you know, everybody like that I feel like there was in gangs, like the true symbolism and the laws that was behind it initially, it stood for something. And then when it was important, you know, people paid attention to it. Nowadays, it's pretty much everyone for themselves. So, you know, it's like, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, I mean, yeah, they colors or whatever, you know, so what? It is what it is. But I'm not necessarily walking down the street at the present moment. I'm driving, so.
Yeah, I know you guys are so lucky and fortunate. Everybody have cars but you all are blessed